Peace to the family. There's three type of men in the world, and I want to get to the point and explain who they are today. There's three type of men in the entire world. There's only three type of men in the entire world. If you're just watching this video, please share it with two people. Press 2 if you shared it on your page, and also press 2 if you shared it on Facebook or anywhere else. There's three type of men in the world, and I'm going to also explain why women have the one that they have. Because every woman, even when she's single, she's got one of these men. She's got one of these three men. Even if she's single, she's got one of these three, or she's thinking about one of these three, or whatever. But absolutely, I'm going to tell you about there's only three type of men in this world, and I'm going to make it real clear for you. So thank you. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Please put in your name, your zodiac sign, and what city and state you represent. Abdul Kultai Filatat, Wabazun, Gama Farragun, Shalel Kalum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. And I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istinje Ilaku. Alrighty. Peace to the God. Peace. H-Town is in the building. Cancer's in the building. Libra in Cummings, Georgia. I see Libra and Team Libra in Philadelphia. Let's get it. What up, Kim? Team Cancer in Birmingham. Three types of men. I must ask a question, though. If you shared this, press 2. And has anybody seen the first Planet of the Apes? I don't know if it was in 2009 or 2011. Has anybody seen the first Planet of the Apes? If you have, just type Caesar. You know who Caesar is? That means you've seen the first one. So type Caesar if you've seen the first Planet of the Apes. All right? Otherwise, just say, no, I ain't seen it. What up, Melissa? What up, Catherine? Ashley's in the building. I hope some of you brothers is paying attention too, because I want the brothers to know too, because you need to see what classification you're in, right? But yeah, it's very important. Caesar. Okay. So I'm going to tell about the three men, but I'm going to also tell the story. There's a part, no, not the one from the 70s. Not the one from the 70s. Yeah, Caesar, Team Aries. What up, babe? April seen it. So Caesar was the gorilla who was smarter than the other gorillas. And he stayed with human parents. Or humans, right? Not parents, but humans. But then something happened and they put Caesar in gorilla jail. For those of you who have seen that, do you remember when Caesar was wearing human clothes and then Caesar got put in human jail? I forgot to tell y'all what the name of this video is. The three type of men. For those of you, on Instagram, the name of this one is The Three Types of Men in the World. There's only three types of men in the world. Three types of men. Here we go. There we go. There's a button on there that looks like a plane. That's how you share it. All right. So Caesar, thanks everybody who shared the video. Press 2 if you shared. If you just got here, say your name and your team zodiac and what city and state you represent. So Caesar, he didn't get too big. He was protecting one of the humans. One of the humans was losing his memory. He went outside. Somebody started pushing him around. Caesar broke out the house and went over there and protected him. And then they put Caesar in jail, and they put him in custody in the gorilla jail with the other gorillas, right? So, and the treatment was terrible. But Caesar wasn't a regular gorilla. Caesar knew how to communicate. He knew sign language and all this other type of stuff. Caesar had special skills. All right. All right. We're going to pause the story right there. No, no, we ain't. We're going to keep going. So Caesar sees how the monkeys are being treated, and he goes and gets cookies and tries to give cookies to all the other monkeys so the monkeys can have teamwork. And he's outside sitting beside the orangutan. Who remembers this? Press 8 if you remember this scene where Caesar had gave them all cookies, and then Caesar was outside sitting beside the orangutan, and then the orangutan was like, he knew sign language too, so he was like, why did you give them cookies? And Caesar was like, I'm trying. Caesar was like, one stick, breaking in half, many sticks together. And then the monkey started doing something stupid, fighting over water or something. And then the orangutan sign, he was like, monkeys are stupid, right? And Caesar was like, dang, if the monkeys are stupid, he said, monkey's dumb, right? He said, monkey's dumb. That night, hey, Letitia Temple, hey, baby. The monkey leaves, what up, Apollo? The monkey, Caesar breaks out, goes back to the lab, and what does he do? He steals the monkey gas, the smart monkey gas, and he comes back with the smart monkey gas, and he throws the smart monkey gas down in the chambers where everybody is asleep. So everybody is asleep, right? All the dumb monkeys were asleep, but when they woke up in the next morning, they had inhaled the smart monkey gas all night in their sleep. And then when they went outside, Goddess with the Lotus tattoo, hey baby, mwah. He pulled their eyes down to make sure they had the green hue. When they was coming outside, he was checking. If y'all remember that, press 8 again. He was like, oh, you with the team. You with the team. You with the team. He was checking to see whether the gas had set in. That's about they had changed their consciousness. But what happened after that? The zookeeper did not know. The zookeeper did not know that all the monkeys had got smart overnight. So he was still trying to play the dumb monkeys like they was dumb. Everybody caught up this so far. You must go see the Planet of the Apes, the first one when Caesar first goes to jail, right? Then you'll understand this scene. So pause on that story right there. And then let's go to the 3 types of men. I've said this so many times, but I don't have a video that's titled 3 types of men. So now when it comes up, I can just send this video to folks. And if you need to know, if you're unfamiliar, if you know somebody who needs to see this video about, especially if you know a woman that always talks about she deserves a king. How many of you women deserve a king? If you've heard me talking about this before, press 1. If you have not heard me talking about it and you say I deserve a king, press 5. Press 5 if you think that, if you say that you deserve a king. Press the number 5, please. Bearded Heru is in the building. The Yoni. Ah, man. All right. So, Caesar, the movie Phillips Tazy. The movie is the 2009. What was the name of the movie? I don't forgot now. With the gorillas. Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes is the movie, right? Okay. So you say, hey, I want a king. I deserve a king in my life. Some of you guys are like, treat me like a king. You know, if you feel like you should be treated like a king, press 5, right? Especially if you don't have a king but you want one, or if you feel like you a king but you ain't treated like one, you should be pressing 5 right now. All right? Yes. So the 3 types of men in the world, all men aren't kings. Yep. There's the court jester, there's the prince, and there's the king. But they're not equally distributed. So please type out the names. Hey, Jasmine, please type out the names. Prince, court jester, prince, and the king. But also I want you to type out unevenly distributed. Unevenly distributed is the key to you getting what I'm trying to say for you. Unevenly distributed. Jasmine. So the court jester makes up 94% of all men on the planet. The court jester makes up 94% of all men. if you got two men, you just better hope that they in one category. I love the women who got two men, but what category are the two men that you have in? I want people to be happy, whether it's one person, two people, three people, whatever, right? Evenly distributed. They're unevenly distributed. All right. The court jester got one job: to fake, to pretend he's somebody he ain't. The court jester pretends he's somebody he's not. That's most men in the world. They are pretending to be someone that they're not. Hey, Andrea, mwah. They pretending to be somebody who they are not. If you just get in here, please state your team zodiac and what city and state you in. Also press 2 to share the video. Don't just sit around, share this because somebody needs to hear it. So 94% of the dudes on planet Earth are court jesters. Thank you, Vicky. Keep score for me. Somebody type 94% court jesters. They pretend to be somebody they're not. They're always acting. They're always pretending. So they're always tricking people. Court jesters trick people. Court jesters trick people. Somebody type that. Court jesters. Tyrone, know what I'm saying? Court jesters trick people. That's what their job is. If they don't trick people and make people laugh off of being funny and being a joke, a court jester can't be serious. Even if he's pretending to be serious, it's a joke. He's tricking you. 94% of the men on planet Earth are court jesters. Right. They trick people. Right. So most of the time when you ladies are getting frustrated and you talking about a nigga who's doing something that you was irritated about, it's a court jester. They're highly irritating. Oh, and court jesters are very fertile. Court jesters make a lot of babies. Oh, yes, Lord. Oh, court jesters got kids out here. Court jesters got mad baby mamas. Woo-wee. Not that the prince and the king don't have them, but the court jester, because he be tricking you out them cookies. He be tricking you out your drawers. He don't use a condom. He don't pull out. He very fertile. He get you knocked up. Yeah, you got to take him to court for child support. He's very irresponsible. That's the court jester. Yeah. Tricks you right out the drawers. You know what I'm saying? He done nutted all up in you. Got you pregnant. He off over there. He keeps some ghetto twins. That means he got 3 children around the same age, but by 3 different women. They call them ghetto twins or ghetto triplets. Let's move over to the next 3%, which is it 94? Yeah, 3% are princes. Prince, the prince. The prince is of royal lineage, knows what to do, sees the king and knows that's his next step. He's for real in his lineage, but he ain't got the heart nor the balls to take it all the way up to the next level. That's the prince. Yep, 3% princes. Somebody put that out there. The prince equals 3%. Yep, 3%. Thank you, Cash Flow, for keeping score. That's right. So now we got 97%. But the prince, he got good credit. He got houses. He got degrees. He speaks very well. He might have a couple different languages. He has a passport. Did I say good credit? Yeah, the sex is good. Oh, the prince. And he's telling you all about his father's stuff. He's telling you about his lineage. And so you're like, oh, you're an NBA basketball player, or you're a scholar, or you're XYZ, or whatever. You got all this stuff. So what up, Baba Robert? Guess what? So you're the prince, and I'm going to be the princess. So if I marry you, it's going to be easy. So when you become the king, I'll be the queen. And the prince tricks a lot of people too. Thank you for joining. If you just got here, please press 2 and also state your team zodiac and what city and state you in. Thank you. If you send me a friend request, please send a message to go with it. All right? Send a message to go with it if you're on Facebook. If you follow me, you want me to follow you back, just send me a message. I'll follow you back on Instagram. So the prince is, the kind of difference between, he don't have to trick nobody though, because he's already the prince. The court jester pretends he's the prince sometimes. The court jester may dress like a woman and pretend he's the queen. The court jester may even pretend he's the king, right? Or an enemy or whatever. But that's what the court jester did. He went there. His job was to make the king and the queen and the royal family laugh. The prince likes to hang out with the court jester too. Let me just say that right there. The prince likes to hang out with court jesters. Team Virgo, I see you from Toronto, Canada. Yeah, he knows what to do, but doesn't have the heart or balls to do what it takes to make him a king. And the prince hangs out with the court jester. That's his homie. But he know he can tell him to do whatever because he's a flunky, right? So the court jester is using the prince because the court jester is like that. Oh, I'm hanging with the money. He paying for stuff. But the prince is using the court jester because the court jester got a lot of game. Don't forget, the court jester has tons of game. The prince don't have as much game. He's trying to learn from the court jester. But he should be out here with his daddy, with the king. Now there's only 3% of kings left. That's it. 94 plus 3 give you 97. There's 3% of kings. And the kings, they're divided in half. So 3 divided by 2 give you 1.5. 1.5% of the kings are taken. The queens got them. Right? Now the king, he's building an empire. The king is radically honest. The king studies mad high sciences. The king he has a network of people smarter than him around. He likes to joke and play too. He paying the court jester. He trying to get his son right. He trying to get the prince to be ready to take over the kingdom one day. Right. Make sure you put that. That's right. 1.5% of the kings are taken. Thank you for joining. If you just got here, please press 2. You shared this video. So the king is finding allies. The king is not down for all the girlfriend talk. The king ain't your girlfriend. The king is establishing rules. He's out here spreading the territories. He out here politicking, making sure money is coming back. He's out here making sure jokers is getting educated. The king is like running stuff, but all the kings ain't taken. All the kings don't have queens. Some kings like, man, I wish I had a queen. But they see the queen, they see she done had 2 or 3 babies by the court jester. Or you done had a kid by my son, by the prince. Or you done had children by 2 or 3 princes and 1 court jester. And now you want to be the queen by being with me. And the king say, oh, what you talking about? What up, Brittany? Huntsville, Alabama's in the building. Team Aquarius. Thank you for joining. Yeah. And so the king is like Caesar from the Planet of the Apes. He already done took the smart monkey gas. But most women are approaching the king like he's the court jester. They don't know what to look for. They've been tricked so many times, they don't know what qualities, they don't know how to interview the king. The king got this other thing in front of what type of man he is too. The king is mature. The king, he smells of maturity. He smells of maturity. What kind of maturity? There's different types of maturity. There's mental maturity, spiritual maturity, physical maturity, emotional maturity. Please write that down, ladies. Men too. What are your levels of maturity, brothers? Do you got good credit and you got some savings? Okay, and you pay your bills on time? That's physical. That's financial maturity. But do you meditate? Do you pray? Do you have an altar in your house? Are you aware of your own magic? Do you practice sorcery? Interesting. That's spiritual maturity. Hey, Lisa, what up, nephew? Nephew, you better listen to this one. Brittany, what's up? You need to talk to me? Hit me, then we'll talk about it. If you just got here, you sending me a friend request, please send a message with the friend request. If you follow me on Instagram, Want me to follow you back? Let me know. So, ladies, I'm going to get to now why you have what you have. It's pretty obvious why the women who have kings have kings. The first thing about getting a king is recognizing that he's not a prince or a jester. Number one is recognize, ladies. You can't get a king if you don't recognize he's king. Yep. Treatment is 2. Are you treating him like a king? 3 is, are you talking to him like he's a king, or are you talking to him like you was talking to the court jester and talking to the prince? This is where it gets tricky. A lot of y'all spend so much time with court jesters and princes. That's how you know how to practice. So you ain't never had practice talking to a king. So when you get around a king, you don't know how to talk to him. You don't know how to address him. You don't know how to treat him. You don't know how to respect him. So you don't deserve him. Let me say this one more time. You get what you deserve, and you deserve what you get. That's the rule of the universe. Same thing for brothers out here, and they don't know how to, they haven't practiced speaking to women like they got some damn sense. And they rap game is hey mom. So then they end up with a hey mom chick. They be wondering why it's so much a headache. But men settle so much faster than women do. Because men, the 97% of men are punks, L7s, squares, pussies, body boys, whatever you want to call it. Yep. So if you got a court jester, you probably got high blood pressure, headaches, and you wonder a lot. You wonder a lot. When you got a court jester, you always wondering what the hell he gonna pull. What's the next joke? Am I the butt of the joke? You got to go through his telephone. You don't believe nothing he's saying because you always catching him in a lie. Remember that word I keep telling y'all? Trust. Everybody type trust. 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 Trust what people show you. Trust what people show you. Trust what people show you. A lot of you women are delusional when you see a court jester showing you that he's just an actor, and you don't want to trust that he's just an actor. You think he's going to change. Trust. You get what you deserve, and you deserve what you get. So when you see the sister with the king, that's what she deserved. When you ain't got one, it's because you don't deserve one. Anything I don't have is because I don't deserve it yet. And I put yet on the back of it. I don't deserve it yet. If I go in and put my back into it, though, and put my magic into it, and put my will into it, and make my mind up, then I will deserve it. Sooner than sooner. Right. And then, if you got a prince, that's where your level of maturity is at. Because what you got is your reflection. There's 3 types of reflections. This would be a whole nother video, but you finna get it right now. What are the 3 types of reflections? Please type this, somebody. 3 types of reflections. Past, present, and potential. You're always dealing with your past, present, and potential reflection. I love all 3 of them. I love them all differently. When I see somebody who's just starting off studying astrology, that's my past reflection. When I see somebody like dope like me, and they one of my cats who I go to get an astrology reading myself, that's my present reflection. When I see somebody doper than me, who's a doper astrologer, or maybe even if I see an artist or somebody who's painting and I've never painted before, that's my potential. That's my potential. If I'm talking to an author, I ain't wrote no books yet, but I want to. I know somebody who's written 10, 12, 13, 15 books. He's my potential. He's my potential reflection. But everybody's not your present reflection. If somebody tells you that, oh, you just my mirror, you my reflection, ask them which one. Everybody type, which one? Because people try to fool you all the time and be like, oh, you're my reflection. I attracted that. You attract one of your reflections. You don't always attract your present reflection. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Oh my goodness gracious. Most relationships though, it's going to be somebody's going to be potential, somebody's going to be past in different areas. Right. Which one? Which one are you? Men too, when you see a woman, say, which reflection are you? Ask yourself first. Keep your mouth shut. Which reflection are you? Then ask her, which reflection are you? Ask yourself, ladies, which reflection are you? And then ask out loud, sir, which reflection are you? Because is the court gesture coming to you so you can reflect and see your acting? Because most women are acting. Most women are great liars. Most women are cunning. They don't want to be serious. They use that bull jive game. The Naughty Monkeys in the building. Salute, God. I love your page. I love the Naughty Monks page on Instagram. Most women are always using this word to try to trick you, brothers. Vulnerable. And then we turn around and go into men's circles and we start using the word vulnerable. Somebody type this out. You're only vulnerable because you don't tell the truth. Honest people can never be vulnerable. Whichever one of those you want to type. You're only vulnerable because you lie all the time. Honest people never are vulnerable. There's no such thing as an honest, vulnerable person. You are afraid to tell the truth, so you lie, which makes you vulnerable because you can get caught in a lie. So the vulnerable men and the vulnerable women, I just be sitting around listening. You say you vulnerable, or you lie a lot, or you don't tell the truth a lot. An honest person, a radically honest person, can never be vulnerable, ever. If you're on Instagram, then my battery's about to die, so you may have to go to Facebook to catch the rest of this. Because now I'm about to tie the stories back together. If you got a king, that means you done your damn work, ladies. Congratulations. If you got a prince, you got another step to go. Because now you got your stuff together. But you ain't ready for queenship yet because you got good credit, you got your own money, you got your own car, your own house, you're going to be raising your kids by yourself. But something is missing and you know it's missing. And you can look at the person right across from you and you know it's missing. Oh, these is facts. Right. So, what up, Zenobia? How you doing? Gilmore Missus, how you feeling? Now, remember in the story I said that Caesar went and made all the other monkeys smart. Who, once again, press 5 if you've watched Planet of the Apes and you know who Caesar is. Press 5 or type Caesar. Caesar now has went and created another group of intelligent monkeys and kings. The kings are the intelligent monkeys in this movie. But guess who the zookeeper is in the movie? The zookeeper is women. The zookeeper represents all women because the zookeeper was mistreating the monkeys because he could. He had the thing to zap the monkeys. He could zap the monkeys. Why is the king missing from your life, lovely Marie Ferguson? Now, I just need to do a course on getting you a king. Can I write that down? Somebody send me that in a text message. Somebody text that to me and send me in a message. Getting a king. I'll tell you how to do it. I want to do a workshop on that. Absolutely. Because you got to recognize the first two before you can get the third one. Right. And then how do you keep him? Ooh, how you keep the king? That's going to be it. That might be the 99.99 course. How you keep one. So, Caesar done created a new crew of smart monkeys who now they done got elevated to kings because they looking at this zookeeper who's been mistreating them and they're like, oh, we can communicate with one another now. And that's what Torah was talking about when men get emotional intelligence. Everybody type, men need more emotional intelligence. It's not going to happen until men get more emotional intelligence. When you get emotional intelligence, it's game over. It's game over. Oh. When we get this joint popping, then women are going to be happier because what happened to, what up, Dara Kirkland? How you doing? I see you, Dina Tuff. What happened when the zookeeper tried, and he came and tried Caesar, but he didn't know that they had already took the smart monkey gas and they had already been elevated. He caught those hands. He caught those hands. And so a lot of women, instead of us kings ain't going to put our hands on you, the kings now, what we're doing is just leaving the zoo. And we're leaving you there in the zoo by yourself. Because you didn't know that there was any smart monkeys out here. So you saw the king right there in front of you. So instead of changing your behavior of how you treated the king, he just left. He just up and left. And went out and got with somebody else who knew how to treat a king. Caesar. Woo. Yes. Gabrielle, you might as well go ahead and get started working on that. We can have that course out ready for y'all by next week, tell you the truth. Who's ready for that course? Ladies, press 8, please, if you're ready for that course. Keep a king course. Keep a king. Of course, I'm going to show you how to get one, but how you keep one. How can you detect? What's that? Detect? Yeah, detect, find, and keep. Ooh, yeah. Detect, find, acquire, and keep. Somebody write that down. Detect, find, acquire, and keep. Detect, find, acquire, and keep. That's what's going to be covered in the course. Gabrielle, write that down. Yeah, men got to have more emotional intelligence because we got these abusive zookeepers out here. And that's what you women are. Some of y'all have been abusive zookeepers. Because you didn't want to explain the rules to us. A lot of women ain't explaining the rules to us, so they just keep, they know we court gestures, and they keep on doing it, and then they just replace us with another court gesture when they tired of laughing at us. They just go get another one. But then when they meet a king and they can smell the king, they see the king is different. They don't know how to treat him because they ain't been practicing. You can't play a different way than what you have been practicing. So you ladies who got a court gesture or a prince and you stuck with them, it's because you didn't. And now when you see a king, you ain't got the game for him because you was like, what you bringing to the table? You didn't understand. He brought kingship to the table. He brought the crown to the table. I come out to take the crown, put the crown on the table, or I bring the scepter and lay the scepter down on the table. Do you have a crown you can put on the table? Because if it's a title you earn, it's well deserved. Without a crown, I still burn. That's that KRS. But the crown is what I bring to the table. Do you have one? Because there's a queen crown and there's a king crown. So last week, all the women was like, oh, I built the table. I put the food on it. Do you have a crown? Well, then what is the opposite of the court gesture for the women? I need help with this one right here. Yeah, it's tough out here, Ruthless. Absolutely. Detect, find, acquire, and keep. It's a 4-step process. It ain't too hard. But you got to be able to want to change yourself, though. Instagram, this is about to go out, so you're going to have to go to Facebook, Khayr Carter, if you want to follow. Appreciate all of y'all coming through, though. But Moab Collection 919, salute. Khayr Carter on Facebook. If you sent me a friend request, you got to send me a message, too, to go with it. Interview and keep your legs closed. Who told you that? See, here we go again. A zookeeper just came in. Lovely, please don't take this the wrong way. But a zookeeper thinks a king needs you to keep your legs closed. Like you can't threaten the king with pussy. Or you can't tell the king, I'm going to reward you with pussy. It doesn't work. It doesn't matter whether your legs are open or closed to a king. Only a court gesture and a prince are worried about if your legs are open or closed. Can you keep your legs closed? Are they open? A king ain't worried about your pussy or your vagina. He's looking for your crown. Your crown is not in between your legs. Smart monkey news. Somebody put that hashtag on there. Smart monkey news. I'm a smart monkey. Some other niggas on that smart monkey. It don't, because your pussy is not mine for me to be monitoring. Kings don't monitor pussies. Oh, did you hear what I said? If you got somebody that's always monitoring where your pussy is at, wanting to know what your body count is, you can know right there. That's how you can detect. That's how you can detect the court gesture. That's how you can detect the prince. If a woman doesn't recognize her power and ignite it, there will be no way for her to recognize the king. No. Uh-oh. The Capricorn came in here and jumped on this one. But after she recognizes her power, then she must practice. You got to practice. You got to practice on the men that's in your life. You got to practice. Even though you get ready to get rid of them, treat the court jester like a king as he's out the door. Treat the prince like he's a king as he goes out the door. Everybody's for you to practice. Oh, well, I'm going to just wait. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this until I get the right one. And then I'm just going to know how to do it. You won't know how to do it unless you practice. Yes, but immature women are talking about keeping my legs closed. Because that's what you used to dealing. As a king, when I hear that, I ain't interested. I ain't interested if you're telling me I'm going to keep my legs closed until I get to know you. I ain't saying nothing about your legs. What are you talking about? When did I mention? When did I mention? So already you got your head in your pussy. What can you do for me? What can you do for me after you? What can you do for me with your legs closed? What can you do for me with your legs open? Why are we having a conversation about the legs open or closed? I'm having a conversation about empires. Intelligence, emotional maturity. Quality men must invest time and money. In what, lovely? They must invest time and money in what? How do you practice, Brittany? On every man you come in contact with. That's what kings do. I practice with every woman that I come in contact with. I don't have time to be playing like I'm a court jester. I don't have time to be pretending that I'm a prince. I'm a king. So guess what I do? I'm going to speak, and I'm going to practice carrying myself as a king. Miss Ferguson says she doesn't have to say anything. A man has to invest time and money, and then she needs to keep her legs closed. I wonder what type of relationship you're in. But it's okay. I ain't here to get distracted by what you think. You understand? Because you can make a video on your page if you have a whole nother situation. Right. Let me go back and read some comments. If this is making any sense to anybody on a scale of 1 to 10, please write. Please type on a scale of 1 to 10 if this is making any sense. 1 is not making any sense at all. 10, you totally get what I'm saying. Yep, Smart Monkey News. Most women give it up too fast before interviewing the man and if he invested. Let me clear this up. A king don't give a damn how fast you gave the pussy up. That's only you and your immature self. There's nothing wrong with having sex fast. When you see somebody you're attracted to someone, it's okay. It's if you keep the knucklehead. Can you keep him? How fast you gave the pussy up. Newsbreaker, King Talk, Smart Monkey News. It doesn't matter how fast you give up the pussy, ladies. Only to a king it don't matter. What you do to the prince and the if it matters, that means that you've been influenced and you've been following the way of the court jester, which is 94%. So if you're following the way of the court jester, then you are the female equivalent to a court jester. I don't know what that word is. Can somebody tell me what is the female equivalent to a court jester? Jane, the queen's fool. Jane. So there's Jane in the court jester. Stephanie, thank you. Jane, the queen's fool. She's the female court jester. Right. So I guess that's where is it Jack and Jane? Or Jane, whatever the court jester's name is. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Thank you, Stephanie. Smart Money News. You can't do the same thing and expect a different result. What you did to get the jester, you definitely can't do to get or keep the king. For sure. Oh, it sounds like chess. It should be. It should be. Interview and keep your legs closed. That is the funniest thing to me right there. Let me just scroll back down. Finish. Quality men must invest time and money in themselves. That's what you meant, Lovey Ferguson. Quality men must invest time and money in themselves. Now, fellas, if you fall for that, If you fall for a woman telling you that you got to invest time and money into her, you know what I'm saying? Then you are a court jester. You are a prince. What? If she got to tell you, or if that's one of her rules, if she got to let it come out of her mouth, did you invest time and money in yourself, you knucklehead? Before I want a woman investing any money in me, I want to know that she investing any money in herself. Slow motion. Ooh. Slow motion. Ooh. Listen, did she invest some money in herself before you were to... And see, a woman who doesn't ask you, have you invested any time and money in yourself? Fellas, run. Run, 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 run. Run, fellas. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Run. What up, Heather? Yeah, practice all the time. Tamara, talk to him. What up, Alice? Thanks, everybody. Press 2 for this one, please. A queen will have discernment. Sex is not the issue. It's the emotional maturity and spirituality. Miss Gilmore, Mrs., I hope you've been here since the beginning. I'm not sure, so I'm just going to let that pass and be like, okay. This is chess, not checkers. Yeah, you got to practice. Smart Monkey News. T-shirts. Gabrielle, write that down. Smart Monkey News T-shirts. I got that right there. Please help the people, Lord. It doesn't matter. Not to a king. Thank you, April. Thank Richard. Yeah. Kings don't monitor pussies. You're showing your vulnerability if you're worrying about a body count. That's not looking at the big picture. We just talked about vulnerability. People who are vulnerable are not honest. People who are honest aren't vulnerable. An honest person can't be vulnerable. How, Sway? If someone would like to come on here and join me in this conversation, I would love it. Lady or gent, please just hit the invite button and I'll bring you right up. If you want to talk about this vulnerability thing, it's a whole nother video I'm going to make on it. But if you want to talk about it right now, honesty. I'm radically honest, so I ain't got to be vulnerable. I just tell the truth and go ahead. I just smack you with the truth and keep it moving. So there's nothing. I'm not going into the whole vulnerable thing. Jacqueline is in the building. Apollo is in the building. Yes, can we all come to the table as a whole, people? Like, why do I have to tell you to have money? Isn't that understood rule? You invested a lot in myself, so yes, let's have investments in ourselves. Dun, dun, dun. Monkey chess T-shirts. I like those right there. The monkeys playing chess. Then it will say Smart Monkey News. The monkeys playing chess, and then it says Smart Monkey News, and then it's got the phrase up under the bottom of it. That's ferocious right there. I like that. Yes. Who does Printful? Does somebody do Printful? Anyway, I just want to sum that up today. 3 types of men in the world. The court jester. And now the opposite is Jane, the queen's fool. The court jester, the prince, and the queen. Hey, ladies, I'm looking for one of you to make a video to answer this video with the 3 types of women. The Jane jester, the princess, and the queen. I can make it. Ooh, I can. But I want to know which one of you ladies is going to make it. Well, how about 10 of you ladies make the video? We men, y'all the one taking all the goddess courses. There's not that many rites of passage courses out here. I had the privilege to just be invited to one just the other day. I'm very happy to be in there. It's very exciting. Lots of potential. If any of my homies is watching it from that group, salute my brothers in the fire and my founding fellows, founding fathers. That's it. Yeah. Big shouts out Dwayne. No one should have to tell you to invest in yourself, though. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. Here we go assuming. Kings don't assume. We don't assume. We are watchful. I'm watching to see what your level of maturity is. I'll be able to detect. You won't have to tell me what you've done. The king can see what is going on. I just made this yesterday. I was telling somebody I went to a Vipassana workshop, silent meditation for 10 days, 10 nights, no talking, right? On the 11th day, you get to talk. Someone came up to me and said, "You do Tai Chi, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah." They said, "I could tell." They looked at me and told me I did Tai Chi. Then they proceeded to say, they said, "I do Kundalini yoga." In my mind, I was like, I can't tell, because if what's apparent need not be said. If you was doing Kundalini yoga, I would have felt it way over here. Lovey, would you like to come on here and like ask me these questions straightforward? Must men want women to be Bob the Builder? If he can trick you into being Bob the Builder, then he's not a king. Lovey Marie Ferguson, are you paying attention to the 3 types of men I've already discussed? She asked a question and said, must men want women to be Bob the Builder? I think in this video I've been very clear about the 3 types of men. Are you paying attention to that, or you just want to make up conversation? This is what we kings do. We watch and see what you are doing. She said she wants to type and eat and listen and try to learn something all at one time. She's not focused. So she don't deserve a king. And she deserves to be confused by men who want to trick her into being Bob the Builder. If a man can trick you into being Bob the Builder, then he's a prince or he's a court jester. He's not a king. The king got other men building for him. And if any women are building for the men, it's because they've wanted to come in and contribute. They may be coming in and building mentally, building spiritually, building emotionally. So if you're a woman and you're doing all the physical labor because a man got you to be Bob the Builder, or he wants you to be Bob the Builder, you know who you've been dealing with. It's easy through your conversation that you ain't been dealing with a king. Oh, discernment is not gender specific. Praise the Lord. Oh, white Jesus. Discernment is not gender specific. The king has a high level of discernment. I love being discerning. What? Woo, 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 woo. Oh. Listen, if I got a girlfriend and I got a lover, and then another woman walks by and she says, well, I want to be your lover. Since you already got a lover and you got a girlfriend too, like, then obviously you know how to manage that. So can I be your lover? I'm not just going to say yes because I got a lover and I can just get another one. That's court gesture too. That's court gesture and prince behavior. They're gluttonous. They're gluttons. They're gluttons. This is a conversation for these poly men and poly women out here. Just because you poly don't mean you got to have everybody. Just because you poly don't mean you a king. It takes a real king to do poly. This video, you can say this is for a poly couple or a monogamous couple or a monogamous man. You can't be gluttonous out here with your appetite and be a people collector. The court jester and the prince, they're very concerned with their body count. They want to get notches in their belt. They are gluttonous in their body count and collecting people. The king ain't studying that. The king said, I got a lover, a mistress, and a girlfriend. I'm straight. All avenues are filled right now. We ain't letting nobody else in. Well, just because I got one don't mean I need another one. Ooh! Just because I got one don't mean I need another one. Let me get down off the. Let me get down off. Let me get down off my soapbox. Yeah, definition of a king is not trickster. It's okay. What we're gonna do is put this course out here. She said no man can trick her now. That's hilarious. I'm going to let that go. I appreciate all of y'all for coming on the video. Please tell me the one thing that you learned from this share today that you can use with you immediately. What's the one thing that you took from this share that you can use immediately? Can you please just type in what's the one thing that you got that hit you in the stomach or hit you in the throat that you can go out and use that was the most, or that was the most helpful for you in your current situation, men and women? What was the thing that was the most helpful for you? People forget that everyone has discernment. If you are really paying attention, you will see that you see what you need to see. That's for any gender. Gilmore Mister said it's only 1.5% of the kings who are available. Right. Because they get snatched off. Then some of them may die. You don't know about it. You didn't know that joker was a king, but his woman did, or his women did, or his family did. And that's really all that matters. Kings ain't out here really advertising like that. Oh! Kings ain't out here advertising like that. To gain a king, use mental maturity. You need all the maturities, but I like that. Start with the mental. Learn to discern the 3 types of men to find a king. Very good, Cassidy. To Keisha Jones, to practice. I really want to go back over that one more time. Practice, practice, practice. Always practice, even if you're getting rid of a court gesture. Always practice. If you discern and recognize that he's a prince, still practice. Still practice for the king. Practice as if. Act as if. Act as if. Act as if you're the king. Act as if you're the queen. Are you speaking from queen? What language are you speaking, ladies? Are you speaking queen language? Are you speaking princess language? Or are you speaking Jane the court gesture language? What language are you speaking? Peace, Carmen. Peace. Ooh, HP Pizarro said practice makes ready. Practice don't make perfect. Practice makes ready. I love this information for the Mercury retrograde. It is wonderful. It's revealing. It's reforming. There should be a reform going on right now. If you'd like to get a consultation of any sort, they all have price right now. You just go to Coach K Astrology, or you can just hit me on my inbox. You can send me an email, whatever, however you want to do it. Fill out the appointment request. Yeah, we're just restructuring so many things. It's so wonderful. It's wonderful. Get your kids, get your children on reading too. So you got spiritual destiny, relationships. Overall, if you want natal chart reading, if that's what you want, that's fine and dandy. But just go to CoachKastrology.info. Check out what we got. If you're looking for energy management, and you don't need to talk to me one-on-one, I have 2 things designed for you to get you where you need for energy management. Energy management. My whole thing is self-discovery, energy management, and then your own particular practice. What is your own, what's your own schedule? But you can go to Coach's Closet and get a meditation. That's self-discovery. You can go to take my goal writing class, Coach K class, and take a class on writing your goals. That's free. Energy management is $98. Do we like to invest in that? That's moonmagic28.com and CoachKlive.com. That's for energy management. Okay? Can you manage your whole year? That's Coach K Live, the Prosperity 365 GPS. Moon Magic 28 is for monthly management. That's the micro on the inside. You take Moon Magic 28, you're going to establish 26 goals this year that you didn't have last year, because you're going to do 2 a month. And that's right, 26, not 24, because there's 13 moon cycles per year. Oh, take that. And then you got the GPS 365 GPS, which is the macro for the whole year. Energy management. A lot of you ladies talk about, I'm so tired, or you're doing things at the inappropriate time. Men too. Men need to know moon magic as well. So, Tanya says, I'm single, leaving these gestures and princes alone. It don't mean they ain't gonna stop bothering you though, Tanya. They may still be coming after the booty. You might be fine and dandy, and they still coming for you. You know what I mean? Keep investing in myself. Keep encouraging kings to invest in self. Yep. Real kings don't advertise is what April says she took out of this one. I was literally typing this, and we need to practice. Yep. All right, fam. I definitely appreciate. Oh, a king has left the zoo and has left the ways of the jester and prince. Just cause he was a lover, he has a lover, mistress, etc., does not mean he's not to add to his body count. And a king cannot be manipulated by a woman's choice to open or keep her legs closed. The queen's crown is not her pussy. Apollo Michael, can I read that again? Good God Almighty. A king has left the zoo and has left the ways of the jester and prince. Just cause he has a lover, mistress, etc., does not mean he needs to add to his body count. And a king cannot be manipulated by a woman's choice to open or keep her legs closed. The queen's crown is not in her pussy. Smart Monkey News. I may have to go watch this one again and just get me some t-shirts out of this one. Smart Monkey News. The queen's crown is not in her pussy. Keep your legs closed, ladies. Don't fall for that, fellas. I caught the last 10 minutes and my sales are tingling. I have to go back and catch the full lesson. Thank you so much. You're welcome, LaWanda Smith. Queen's Fool. Ooh, Brittany, never you learn about. What up, Bree Hall? All right, fam, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Ty Harris, I see you. Salute. Thanks for coming through late. If you just got here, please press 2 and share the video. Share the video on your page. Let somebody else know about the 3 types of men in this world. That's all it is. There's 3 types. And ladies, you know why you got yours, right? I explained it to you. 3 types of reflections. I don't know why nobody didn't type that one. Don't forget that one. Past, present, and potential reflections. Woo, watch it now. Watch it now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anna Bacoa, Yujulaki Minka, Tatia Tezera, Kabel Renata, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nahagibor, the Shea Yakadeka, Kabava Shamran, Barkam Taram, Rakame, Taziga Teka, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Bararu Tufka, Nahela Teka, Yakid Gehelam Chapanez, Okrea Katushka Teka, Shavatanu Kabel, Lushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Buruk Shem, Kavomakuto, Alam Vaed. Peace. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace. Oh, yes. Past, present, and potential reflection. Thanks. You're welcome. Apollo, anytime, Lord. Keep applying yourself. I saw you out there in Williamsburg, too, at that Six Flags or wherever you was at. You was looking good, brother. Praying for you. Hey, Amber. Thanks for joining, everybody. Takesha, I appreciate you. I was going to ask why, but it don't matter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, LaWanda Smith, for sharing. Ashley Stott Williams, peace to you too. If you sent me a friend request, please send me a message. Message. All right, let me go over here and see can I work on some of these t-shirts or something right quick. Peace. Ashe, Starisa Smith.